Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for coming into my channel. If you can take the time to help the algorithm, can you like the video? And if you like the content, subscribe to the channel. I wanted to bring you some information, especially if you are a member of Navy Fed or you're trying to join Navy Federal. And if you just got approved for a Navy Federal credit card, how you can get an increase. This is a credit hack for you guys. So if you don't know, Navy Federal is one of the largest federal credit unions here in the United States. It is customized and tailored to veterans, active military personnel, and their families, and also certain amount of friends, or you can join if you get a code, if you have a roommate, someone that you live with that is a member of Navy Federal, and usually they have to be connected some way to the military as a contractor, or if you have a grandfather, grandmother, parent, child that was active in the military or was a veteran or currently in the military. So with Navy Federal, just a prerequisite for people who are considering to apply for a Navy Federal card. Keep in mind they have a 91 day 91-3 rule, and that means you have to, if you already got a credit card from Navy Federal, you have to wait 91 days or 3 bank statements before you apply for the next card. Now, with Navy Federal and just about any credit card company, it is all based on a algorithm how you're being approved. Even for the line of credit that you're being approved for, how large, it's usually a computer system that's doing that work. There's not a person behind the screen, milliseconds approving. But before you're applying, or if you did apply, this is some prerequisites I want you guys to know about. Now, generally, any bank, here's a key: banks usually only approve you for the line of credit that the prior bank approved you for. So if you have a $5,000 line of credit or credit card is your highest, most likely the next bank is going to approve you for that amount, maybe a little more. So even before you apply for a Navy Federal credit card or any credit card, you want to try to get a larger primary line of credit, not an authorized users. They're not going off of that. Primary line of credit in your name. There is different techniques to do so. I have dropped tons of videos on how to leverage pre-approvals with store cards who you can build that line of credit or give you a line of credit because they have more lax approvals than normal banks. But I'm going to show you how to go through uh, a, a way to get reconsidered for a larger credit line. One other caveat: you want to make sure that you remove as many collections as possible. Now, Navy Federal is a FICA 9 credit score, so it is a little bit more lax than the average FICO 8 that most lenders would use. FICO 9, they do not look at and take in consideration collections from medical collections. So if you're a person with consumer collections, you probably want to get that off. Um, you can do so. In the description, I offer collection removal letters, even for medical and consumer debt. You can get them in the description below at my website. Also, you want to manage your hard inquiries. If you want to get my free hard inquiry removal letter, do so in the description. So what you want to do, if you're already a member of Navy Federal, you want to go and sign in to your Navy Federal account, entering your username and password. The next step, you're going to come to your account, a summary screen. And when you are here, you're going to look above the branch and ATM information. I did block out some of this information because it's private information to an account. And you're going to go here and it's going to say messages. So you're going to want to click on here. Once you go to messages, you're going to get this screen and you're going to want to click on this prompt that says send a message. Then it's going to take you to the next screen and it's going to look like this. You're going to want to pull the pull down menu here and the my message is about. So you're going to want to put here and you're going to have to make the selection for new/recent application. So in this subject line, you want to put reconsideration, and you may want to tailor your message in this fashion. You know, reconsideration for credit card increase limit. I'm so glad to be a member of Navy Federal. You want to try to be as pleasant as possible. I have recently been approved for a credit card. My limit was accepted for, and I just put here $5,000. Let's take that, and but can you reconsider the option of increasing my credit limit? Now, the reason why I didn't put a number there, you don't know how much you can possibly be approved for. So you don't want to shoot a number out there. See if, because say if you really could have got 10,000, 20,000, and you put, say, hey, I'm trying to get considered for, I was expecting 10,000. They might have been looking at you for 20,000. So Navy Federal is known to have high credit card limits. So I don't suggest that you put a cap on your number. Also, you want to look into cards even before you apply with Navy Federal. They do have certain premium cards, like the flagship signature card. If you know that your score or the type of tier credit cards that you already have reporting on your credit report is not in that category, you may want to consider applying for one that is. So the flagship signature, if you're not a person that has, Chase credit cards or American Express, some of the higher top tier, maybe you want to start with the Go Rewards or the other line of credit cards that they have. So this is how you can turn that approval initial amount to a higher amount. I don't care if you got any kind of large amount, even if you did get a really large approval, I always suggest that you go through this option because you never know how much you can really get unless you ask. And as they say, a closed mouth don't get fed. Now, I have a lot more content here on my channel. Please considering subscribing to the channel. If you need more information about removing negative items, the fastest way to increase your credit score, I also do consultations via Zoom, and we'll sit down and analyze your credit and find the quickest way for you to increase your credit score. If you are looking for credit and you have a lot of hard inquiries, if you went to look for a vehicle and they are known to blast your credit score with a ton of hard inquiries, we could possibly remove that within 24 hours. So reach out to me if you need letters to remove negative items off your credit report. Go to my website. If you have questions or comments, leave it below, and please help me produce content that you would want to see and hear information. Put your suggestions in the video, and you're going to send this message off by hitting continue. And I hope you guys like the information. If you need more information from me, please reach out. Be blessed.